I think that in a society where the beauty standard is tan skin, it can be really hard for you to go against that standard with sunscreen and by preventing going outside during those hours. I think it's important to make an informed decision for yourself. What is SPF? SPF, or sun protection factor, is a measure of how well a sunscreen will protect skin from UVB rays, the kind of radiation that causes sunburn, damages skin, and can contribute to skin cancer. It's the measure of how much UV gets through the screen. The higher the number, the less UV passes through. An SPF of 30 allows 1/30 or 3.3% of UV to reach your skin. Role of SPF. UVA rays contribute to the signs of aging in the skin, like wrinkles and sagging. UVB rays are more carcinogenic and often responsible for sunburns. UVA rays also make UVB rays more reactive, so combined, the two can be deadly. You're exposed to harmful radiation from the sun virtually any time you're outside or near a window that has sunshine. SPF works by extending your skin's natural defenses against the sun's rays. For example, an SPF of 15 provides about 15 times more protection than just your normal skin without sunscreen. Choosing a broad spectrum sunscreen means it's a type of sunscreen that will block out both UVA and UVB rays. There's two different types of sunscreen. We have options. So we have the physical sunscreens and you got the chemical sunscreens. So physical is basically they reflect the UV rays from the sun and they shield your skin and they scatter UV radiation. So basically they only have two active ingredients and they're both inorganic. So they have zinc oxide and titanium dioxide, and they both contain nanoparticles, which are used to make sunscreen easier to apply.
It used to be believed that the chemical sunscreens absorb the heat, ultraviolet light, convert it into heat, and then dissipate it, okay? And that physical sunscreens reflect the ultraviolet light. It has come to our attention in recent years through recent studies that physical sunscreens actually do a little bit of both. They scatter visible light and they absorb ultraviolet light. So they actually work in the same way that chemical sunscreens do, but they also offer the added benefit of reflecting visible light, okay? The biggest downside to them is that they leave a white cast. So they are near ideal when it comes to protecting you, but cosmetically, they are not as ideal. And that is why we have gone down this rabbit hole of creating chemical sunscreens and chemical filters to help protect our skin. And this is why one is not always better than the other.
So the main ingredients for these chemical blockers, the important one that I wanted to mention is oxybenzone, which is like an organic compound, and it receives the worst press out of everything, and that's why I wanted to highlight it, because it can act as a hormone disruptor. Basically, this just means that it has the ability to cross cell membranes and interfere with the body's natural hormone production. Currently in the scientific community, there are mixed opinions on the effects of oxybenzone. Make sure that you're not just depending on sunscreen, and remember that you can sweat it off. It needs to be reapplied every 2 hours. Make sure that the lowest SPF sunscreen you buy is SPF 30. Higher is always better, so if you have a higher SPF, that's great. That just means that you're going to be more protected from the sun. And you also want to make sure that your sunscreen has either avobenzone or zinc oxide, because they're two widely used ingredients that protect you from UVA rays. And you should do this even if your sunscreen doesn't say broad spectrum, because broad spectrum means that it shields from UVA and UVB. You should be wearing a sunscreen every single day, even when it's like negative 50 degrees if you live in Alaska, because UVA rays are still going to pass the window barrier and they're still going to get to your skin, and these are the ones that are going to cause skin aging and wrinkles and sunspots and stuff like that, and it also is harmful for your eyes. And also, please remember, even if you are a person of color, remember to wear sunscreen. The UV radiation is still going to affect you. Survival rates of skin cancer are actually lower in POC populations, and this can be correlated to the conception that people with darker skin or those who tan easily don't need sunscreen. this is wrong. You do need sunscreen, so please remember that. Really shouldn't be too worried about harmful ingredients in sunscreen because the active ingredients go through rigorous testing before they arrive on shelves. But if you do have sensitive skin or a skin condition like eczema, chemical sunscreens can irritate your skin faster. Dermatologists do recommend going for physical sunscreens with zinc oxide or titanium dioxide. So please check the links down below for more information. You also want to make sure that you don't harm like coral reefs or other sea life with your sunscreen. Make sure you go for ones that have non-nano zinc oxide ingredients. A great option is going to be linked down below, and ingredients that are suspected to be harmful to coral reefs are oxybenzone, like we mentioned before, and octinoxate. So look for sunscreen without these ingredients, and we'll be linking one that we like down below. And also, here is a table from Healthline that shows you a great way to choose your sunscreens because there's so many options out there. So it'll be across the screen.
Thanks for watching. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Teen Health 101 is a student-led online multimedia platform that creates reliable resources about health, fitness, and science to educate and inform the youth. Teen Health 101's mission is to combat the spread of misinformation and be a platform for the youth to find simple and accurate information about all things health. Teen Health 101 utilizes modern-day forms of communication, such as a website, blog posts, social media, and podcasts to accomplish this mission. Topics that we frequently cover across all of our media platforms include, but are not limited to, mental health, nutrition, and fitness. Check out our social media down in the description. Want to join our team? Check out the application below.